Hello everyone, welcome to another Making Mandela Bubble video. And in today's video I would like to speak about the hidden power of the spoken word. And it is something that I've been thinking a lot about, and it has to do with all kinds of things. It has to do with human interactions, it has to do with social media, it has to do with video content here on LinkedIn or anywhere else. It has to do with business interactions, personal private interactions with people, with everything. Because the way we communicate, like there's many ways of communicating, but one of the ways is to communicate with words. And each word has a meaning, and then you couple them together into sentences and chapters if you want to write a book, for example, because that's also another way of communicating. And there's all kinds of ways to write and to use words. And so written word, but also the spoken word. And both of these ways of communicating and using words doesn't only transfer the word and the meaning of the word, but it transfers all kinds of other information to the person receiving these words, spoken or written. And I would like to make a little experiment with you, and in the way that I will share 3 different scenarios with you where I use spoken word and say something specific, and this has been real life things that I've said to people. And you just listen to it, and if you want you can close your eyes to really see what you perceive from it, and then I'll speak about it afterwards, and my thoughts. So if you want you can close your eyes now. Scenario number 1. This is what I really love about you, actually. You know, that you do not have 2 faces, that you have this one face, that you are the person that you are in every situation, that you don't fake things, that you think things through, that you see how they affect you, how things affect you, how people affect you, that you are open and honest. It makes you super pure, and it makes you shine, and it makes you, this is a reason why I actually love you, because I always know when I meet with you, I get what and who you are. Scenario number 2. I don't know anything about being a dad, being a parent. What I know is I can share with you from my experience of being the daughter of a rather absent father. You seem to be a really, really good dad. I can feel that you connect with your daughter, and I'm 100% convinced that she knows this. She feels it, she perceives it. When you are with her or whether you're not with her, if you speak to her, she's present, she's sleeping, whatever, she will feel all of this. So maybe you could just speak with her even though she's not there. Maybe it will do something to you. You will feel less disconnected. And I am 100% convinced that she will feel these things because of your strong connection. Scenario number 3. No, this is not what I accept. I told you I need space. I told you I don't want to speak about this topic until I have actually processed it. I don't want to share it. And you ambush me, you pressure me, you yell at me, and I do not accept this. I don't want this type of behavior, and I wish, if I ask respectfully for something, for this to be taken into account if we are in a friendship. I do not want to be pushed, ambushed, and made felt guilty just because you don't want this thing to happen right now, but I ask you to please respect my boundaries. So see, 3 scenarios over. And these have happened in my life. I have said these words, and I've had these interactions with the people. And now, if you have closed your eyes, or if you've listened to this, or even watched, it doesn't matter. You perceived something. You didn't only perceive the words, but you most likely also perceived my feelings, my emotions that I had in these situations speaking to the other person. You have most likely also felt, not only my emotions, but they caused something inside of you. When I would speak with love and care to this other person, you will feel this. It might soothe you. It might make you feel compassion with the other person, even though you've never met them. I never said anything about this person to you. You will be able to infer some information about who this other person is in relation to me. When I speak more in a tone of setting boundaries and more like more strong in my conviction of that something was not right here, you will also have a totally different energy that you perceive from me speaking not to you but to somebody else that's not even here, because it was in that moment it was reacted basically. So these words that I said, they mean something, but at the same time the energy and the emotion that I have for the other person and the other person has for me comes through. And it's not written and it's not said. It is felt and it's perceived. And this is super powerful because in each one of these three things, I got different reactions, of course, and people could start crying because of not sadness, but because they were just felt so cared about and so understood. People will feel like so loved, or somebody might feel like super offensive, me saying, no, please don't cross my boundary. So it's very different. The words that we say and how we say them, what we feel, what energy we have, will be transferred to the other person. And right now, if you felt anything or perceived anything, it will be transferred to a person standing next to or hearing about it months after. So with this, I wanted to show you how powerful it is. This hidden power of the spoken word, because it's not just the content. You get to know me a little bit. You get to know some of my relationships. So when we do video content, this is super powerful, because if we share ourselves, what we do as a service, as a whatever it is, people get an insight into who we are, how we are, why, what they feel, whether we are super passionate about what we do, whether we love it and we really stand behind it, or whether we have doubts, because we can say, oh, I'm doubtful, or I love it, but we might not be able, if we really don't love it, we will not radiate this. And these examples are very clear, but there is all kinds of subconscious energies and other things included as well while we speak. So if I don't actually love something and I do like, oh my god, this is amazing, you will not get the feeling, the emotions. You might get the words, but our system subconsciously will perceive it. So you might actually not really trust. And this is something that is very subtle, and it's actually very scientific when it comes to frequencies, energies, and the transfer and interaction of our auras and charisma, whatever you want to call it. And it is something to really pay attention to, whether we want to do video content or how we speak to each other, because each word, what we say and how we say it, affects other people, whether it's active speaking to another person or passive, them hearing it. It's super powerful, because what you speak gets out in a bubble of energy and floats around and could hit anybody, basically. So this is where it's very important to be very mindful of what we say and how we say it. That's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope that was valuable. And I wish you a great Monday and a nice week ahead, and talk to you next week. Bye.